My name is Mark Jennison. I'm a father, a husband, and the leader to thousands of comebacks all around the world. I've done it all. Millions of dollars, successful. Everything I did could turn to gold, but I would lose it all continuously over and over and over because of drinking and drugs. I tried AA, I tried rehab, every traditional style of recovery, but nothing worked for me because it just wasn't for me. So I created one that worked for me. I've been in control of my life since July 27, 2015, and I've never looked back. I've now successfully led thousands of men who are struggling with drinking, struggling with all the same stuff that I went through.
I am a comeback.
And for the guys that I'm around, it's about creating the future that they want, building something to be proud of. What is your legacy, right? What do you really put on this earth to do?
I am a comeback.
I have these targets of interweaving who I am as a man inside of my relationship, leading my son, leading my daughters the way they need to go. But there was this feeling, this energetic movement, like, yo, I'm done here. And I was gonna tell Garrett at lunch, like, I only need a day of this, I only need 9 hours of this, like I got shit to do, I wanna go live, I wanna take action. When I listed down what I'm going to do with her, how we're gonna live, how we're gonna experience sex, how we're gonna experience vacations, how we're gonna experience each other, how we're gonna touch each other, how we're gonna talk to each other, I was like, yeah, this is it. Like, I'm here. Now, it's not so much the game and the goal that I'm after, it's this feeling that I was after. I was able to write that down inside of my stack and experience it. One thing that I didn't do inside of my 2023 Impossible Games, which is to adopt my daughters. So we have a blended family, which I hate that word, I don't call it a blended family. My son Phoenix, my wife Kendra, that's his soul mother, and those soul daughters, like we're one thing, we're interwoven in like a massive way. There's a reason I didn't do it, because I was bringing Jade up, she's 11 now, but she was 10 years old, she's been begging me, she's like, Dad, I want you to adopt me, I really, really want it. But there's this point where I have to go and I have to face her dad. And there's some fear and some hesitation inside of that. And I didn't want to put her through a place of like having to make a choice and a decision, because that's a big ask, right? She wants my last name. She goes by my last name on all her basketball jerseys at school and everything we do. But going into it and listing it down and realizing I didn't do it in 2023, when I say I'm gonna do it, I'm always gonna do it. I didn't do it, it pissed me off. So when I put it on my list on the top of already what my Impossible Games are, like it's getting done. I've already talked to my lawyer. I've talked to everybody. I said, hey, we got some shit we need to do here. So let's make sure we get this done. But as far as them, like how is it going to be for my family for me to hit it? We're gonna take it to the next level. So I will literally kill this version of me the next 2-3 weeks. I told my wife the same thing via text message, like, I love you. You've got to kill who you are too. I'm gonna lead you to where we need to go so we can lead our kids to who they need to become. I've been with Garrett now for a year. And I ran through this in a one-on-one fashion with him back in my office in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. It was probably October, November before we did this. I was able to morph the impossible game of life and like this creation of the relationship that I have with this business that's on fire, much more than just writing down the goals. See, I've been writing them down for years, so every day I'm a multi-millionaire by this point, blah, 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 write them down. But to be able to create a picture and a vision that I can cast to my wife, to my kids, to even you guys inside of this room or anyone on the other side of this camera, there's so much power and importance in that pivot. I believe that inside of that pivot is where the most impact is made to express who you are through just living energetically through a vision.